Have you ever wondered, can a person truly come back after death? On the Tibetan Plateau, some people believe the answer is yes. For more than 700 years, whenever a revered Buddhist master has passed away, his disciples have embarked on a long and uncertain search. No photographs, no DNA. The only clues might be a few final words, a cryptic poem, or a reflection seen on a lake. They are looking for a newborn child. This is the tradition of the reincarnated living Buddhas. You may have heard of the Dalai Lama. You may have heard of the Panchen Erdene. Both were found this way. Every one of them has gone through the same process. It is not an arbitrary choice, not something decided by one person. It is a system that has been followed for over 700 years, with clear rules at every step. So where did this system come from? The story begins more than 700 years ago. Back then, when a Buddhist leader passed away, there were only two ways to choose a successor. One was master to disciple. The teacher picked his best student. But that often led to arguments. Who was truly the teacher's favorite? Everyone had their own opinion. The other way was family succession. Power stayed within one family, but that meant outsiders never had a chance. And over time, the family itself would start fighting over power and wealth. One school, the Karma Kagyu, decided there had to be another way. What if the leader hadn't really left? What if he had simply taken on a new body and returned? That single idea changed everything. From then on, Buddhist leaders were not chosen. They were found. And in theory, any child from any family could be the one. Other schools soon adopted the practice. The Gelug school, the one to which the Dalai Lama and the Panchen Erdene belong, later refined it into the complete system we know today. So how does the search actually work? The clues may come from the dying master's last words, "I will be born in the East," or a poem that no one can quite understand. Searchers also go to a sacred lake, where it is said that on certain days, visions appear on the water, hinting at where the child might be. Then the searchers set out across the mountains. They visit families, looking for a child who matches the clues. They ask, "Do you recognize this?" Holding up an object the previous master used. "Can you tell us about this?" Asking about something only the previous master could have known. Those who answer correctly move forward. But when several children remain, who gets chosen? This is where things once went wrong. Wealthy and powerful families sometimes bribed the monks who performed the divination ceremonies to declare their own child as the reincarnation. In this way, several major reincarnations were almost taken over by a few powerful families. In 1793, the Qianlong Emperor stepped in with a new rule. From now on, the reincarnation of all major lamas would be decided by drawing lots. A special golden urn was made. One was placed in the Joghan Temple in Lhasa, the other in the Lama Temple in Beijing. The names of the candidate children were written on every slips in 3 languages, Manchu, Chinese, and Tibetan, and placed inside the urn. Then, in front of all witnesses, a slip was drawn. The child whose name was drawn was the official reincarnation. But even that was not the final step. The result had to be reported to the central government for approval. Only after that could the enthronement ceremony take place. This was not a rejection of religious rituals. It was a safeguard added to it, a way to ensure fairness. Is the system still used today? Yes. In 2007, China issued the measures on the reincarnation of lamas, which formally codified the religious rituals and historical conventions of this tradition. More than 700 years have passed. The system has been reformed, adjusted, and regulated. But the core belief has not changed, that those who have achieved great spiritual realization can return, in a new form, to continue what they left unfinished. And in every reincarnation, from beginning to end, follows the same process that has been in place for centuries. Starting with a few words, leading to a journey across thousands of miles, and finally resting on the drawing of a single slip from a golden urn.